Have you ever questioned how far someone would go to cover their tracks? Our tale today begins with a grim murder case that shook a small town to its core in the year 2024. A case that, like a puzzle, only got more complex as more pieces were found. In the initial chapters of our story, we meet Maxwell Anderson, a 33-year-old man standing in the docks, pleading not guilty to the murder and dismemberment of Sade Robinson. Anderson's request for his case to be taken to trial is granted by Court Commissioner Barry Phillips, who also accedes to his appeal to waive his preliminary hearing. Yet, the plot thickens. An amendment to the criminal complaint made public on a Monday revealed findings that turned the case on its head. Blood evidence discovered in Anderson's home, on the bedding in one of the bedrooms and on the walls leading to the basement, didn't match Robinson's DNA. This revelation disrupted the narrative that had been building around Anderson's guilt. Assistant District Attorney Ian Vance Curzon, speaking on this surprising development, stated, "The preliminary DNA supports the conclusion that there is no support for the inclusion of Robinson's DNA in the blood or swabs that have been tested." This statement sent shockwaves through the courtroom. It raised questions, it created doubt, and it opened up the possibility of another narrative. Could there be another victim? Is there a chance that the real culprit is still at large? To summarize, Maxwell Anderson, the initial suspect in the murder and dismemberment of Sade Robinson, pleads not guilty and requests his case be taken to trial. Court Commissioner Barry Phillips grants this request and waives the preliminary hearing. An amendment to the criminal complaint reveals that the blood evidence found in Anderson's home does not match Robinson's DNA, casting doubt on Anderson's guilt. This case, like many others, is a stark reminder of the complexities of the justice system. It underlines the importance of thorough investigation, the value of scientific evidence, and the necessity of keeping an open mind. The final verdict is yet to be announced, and until then, we can only speculate about the true nature of this case and its potential outcomes.
Can you imagine going on a date and never returning? A chilling thought indeed. This is exactly what happened to 19-year-old Sade Robinson. In the early days of April, the year 2024, Sade's life took a dark turn that no one could have foreseen. Maxwell Anderson, a 33-year-old man from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, was charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson in connection with Sade's disappearance. The pair had been on a date on April 1st. The very next day, a gruesome discovery was made. Sade's severed leg, with painted toes, was found near a bluff in Warnemont Park. The investigation into Sade's disappearance and subsequent death was swift and thorough. Evidence such as text messages, witness statements, security video, and phone tracking data were gathered to build a case against Anderson. Sade's phone, which had been tracked to Anderson's residence after she left a bar with him, became a crucial piece of evidence. Further evidence, like a burning car and bloody bedding, only strengthened the case against him. As the case unfolded, Anderson remained in jail, unable to post the $5 million bail set for his release. The legal proceedings were set to continue, with Anderson due back in court on May 16th for a scheduling conference before Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Mark A. Sanders. The motive for this horrifying act remained unclear. The impact, however, was far-reaching. As the community grappled with the shock and grief of Sade's untimely death, one individual, Bentley, expressed a desire to continue showing support for Sade's loved ones, as they embarked on what would undoubtedly be a long and emotionally taxing legal odyssey. As Bentley said, "I know this has to be very difficult for them. I'm not even related, and it's hard for me to understand all this." This case serves as a chilling reminder of the unpredictability of life and the importance of remaining vigilant in our daily lives. It also underscores the vital role of the legal system in delivering justice to the victims and their families. In summary, this video has provided an overview of the tragic case of Sade Robinson, a 19-year-old who went on a date and never returned. The key suspect, 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson, was charged with her murder, and the legal proceedings are ongoing. The motive remains unclear, and the community continues to rally around Sade's family as they navigate this difficult time.